Hello and welcome back, I'm Sean, and today I'm checking out one of Hiby's latest wired audiophile earphones that comes with a built-in DAC. Will it be any good? So let's check it out. So the first thing I like about these earbuds is the way Hiby designed it to be, tackling the issues with traditional earbuds issues and places a new Cowell's XMEMS solid-state driver inside the speaker. But not only that, it includes a 10mm graphene dynamic driver. You get a hybrid design here to ensure that you get full range of audio. So I also like the fact that you get high quality components inside, especially with the DAC portion here, and it comes with a dual DAC design. So the ES9018C2M as well as the CS43131, one to drive the dynamic driver and one to drive the XMEMS speaker. And this is great because you get to use it as a DAC itself to convert music from crappy sound cards that you have into really great sounding audio. So you also get great support as per all audiophile equipments or earbuds from Hiby. So you're going to get full DSD128 and PCM 384 kHz or 32-bit support. So another thing that I love is that this thing comes with a microphone, so you can actually use these earbuds to pick up calls if you're using it with your phone. So another good aspect of this cable that you get here is also the hybrid braiding of silver cables plus OFC or oxygen-free copper cables, and we'll talk about the sound signature a little bit later because I do have some thoughts about them. And I also like that there are three types of either filters or EQs that you can adjust the audio with, and since I don't get a manual with this pre-production model that I got here, all I know is that pressing this round button here changes the tonality of the earbuds, and the red LED either blink once, twice or three times to indicate what mode you're on. Finally, there are also 4 buttons here that is built into your control for your media without the need to open up your app or your phone. So to the first thing that I don't quite enjoy, first of it is the cable length, and the cable here for something that doesn't detach, the 1.35 meter cable here isn't just long enough for most use cases. If I'm using it around my desk, it's fine, and when I want to move it around, I notice that the length is too short very quickly. And secondly, not a very big deal, but usually for TWS earbuds, a THD or total harmonics distortion of less than 0.1% is pretty good, but for an audiophile grade DAC with a wired cable, it could be lower, like something like less than 0.0001%, which I often see with even Hiby's own DAP with their built-in DAC. Although this is still not a bad number, it could be better. Finally, one area that I think could also be better is the step count of the volume here on the remote, and I counted there are roughly 120 clicks from each end of the audio spectrum. The difference in volume with every click is so small that it doesn't feel like you're doing anything much, and you also have to keep pressing it, and you cannot hold to change volume faster since that will actually skip your tracks forward or backwards. So you literally need to click hundreds of times for the volume to move about, so that's one thing to take note of. And with that in mind, the earbuds here is going to be a crowdfunding initiative from Hiby, and prices should start at around $65 or about 275 Malaysian ringgit, which is not too bad for headphones with a built-in DAC. So if you find value in what you hear and what you see so far, do subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell so the YouTube algorithm can pick this up. And if you want to buy these earbuds, do check out the links below. So let's talk about the device compatibility with these earbuds. For starters, how you use these earbuds is also something to take note of, and because this is a pre-production unit, it's still a little buggy here and there. It's getting fixed by the Hiby team as we report them, so do take into consideration that the final unit will be slightly different. First of all, which devices work with the Xeno? So technically all devices running USB Type-C will work, and it's a simple plug and play. So far I've tried it with the Hiby R4, which is not the best pairing since the R4 also comes with a great DAC itself, so it's kind of redundant. But with the R4 itself, it works well with the Hiby Music app, but with other apps like Apple Music, it doesn't play at all, and Hiby is looking into fixing it. So with PC and Mac, they both works great, works well with Apple Music, YouTube Music, and even your own high-res files with no issues. And since I don't have a Type-C iPhone, I've tried it on my Type-C iPad Air 13-inch with the M2 chip. Again, it works flawlessly here. So how does this earbud sound? So with the Hiby Xeno, in my opinion, has a slightly colder metallic sound signature, and although Hiby puts in a hybrid braid of silver and copper cables, I still feel the earbud sounds a little cold. So you do get a very nice metallic clean but high resolution sound signature, and it emphasizes a lot in making the vocal sound present and not on like a flat plane where the bass and highs are. And I think the solid-state XMEMS speaker are definitely doing its job driving those higher notes. On the lower frequency side, I think it could be stronger, and it does generate the sub-bass notes with precision, but I think it lacks the power and the depth of the bass, so you don't feel that deep rumble, which sometimes is a sound signature of some audiophile grade equipment to drive as many details in the bass notes as well. So if you much prefer that higher quality sound signature rather than that full heavy V-shaped sound signature, then the Hiby Xeno definitely doesn't disappoint. So this is a test to see if the Hiby Xeno is a good earbud for making phone calls. So please me speaking in a relatively quiet environment, and this is the call quality that you can expect. So what I'm going to do now is to turn on a simulated background noise so you can hear a difference. So now there's a simulated background noise playing in the background, and this is the call quality that you can expect from these earbuds. So what do you think of the call quality? Let me know in the comment section down below. The nice thing about these earbuds is that it comes with a very nice leather case here that you can bring around, and it fits really snugly inside. And I hope that this case is just slightly bigger so that there's more space to fit the earbuds in, but so far everything just fits very snugly inside this leather case. So as mentioned earlier, you're going to get a 1.35 meter long wire cable that is made of really good quality materials as well. And the cable here is braided with a fabric casing on the outside, and on one end you're going to get a nice Type-C port here as the main interface for the earbuds, but I do wish that there is actually a rubber sleeve here so that I can actually pull out the cables more easily rather than, having to tug on this thing. Moving on, you're going to get a 4-button remote to control the volume, play, pause, track skipping, as well as the EQ or filter controls. And at the top here, you're going to get a split cable, also braided all the way that goes to the earbuds as well at the top here, and then you get a rubber sleeve to protect the cables. So Hiby says that this is 3D printed to give it its custom secure fit, and all the componentry inside, and also a back that is made of aluminium alloy for better resonance. So this earbud is designed mainly for the best audio performance. So volume here is also good, but what is annoying here is the hundreds of steps of the volume to be controlled using the remote, and I get to a comfortable listening volume at about roughly 40% volume, and around 80% it gets really loud. Anything above that feels really loud to me. And Hiby also provides you with a PEQ tool, which is somewhat similar to their PEQ tool found in the R4 DAP, and in this case what you get to do is to plug your Xeno in. Well, number one is to update your firmware if there is one, as well as to adjust a 10-band EQ for your earbuds overall. So there are a lot of things that you can adjust here, including in individual frequencies, Q factor, as well as the gain control for each of the frequencies. So I think this is a pretty awesome tool to have, and Hiby also mentioned that there will be a mobile version at a later stage of development. So overall, I think this is a really innovative idea to have a DAC built directly into the remote of the earbuds, but this is not something new in the market. So what do you think about these earbuds? Is it something that you will buy? And if you want to check out a great DAP from Hiby that is powered by Android and have a great music app for all your high-res files, you definitely need to check out the Hiby R4 right over here, and I'll see you over at that video.